Welcome back to Inside the Sphere, everybody. Today is episode 5. We're going to start off this episode talking about Hajime Tabata, the Tab, leaving Square Enix, and a majority of the upcoming DLC being cancelled for FF15. A lot of you guys probably already know this, but I am a huge fan of FF15, the Final Fantasy series in general, but I really enjoyed 15. I really got into the development of that game, like all the hype and everything. I completely bought into it. The final product wasn't super amazing, but I still really liked it. As some of you guys may know, I cosplayed Cindy, I cosplayed Noctis. I was invited out to a Square Enix thing before the game launched, and that was really fun. I'm actually friends with Ray Chase, the voice actor of Noctis. I'm really into FF15. I love that game, and it's really disappointing that a lot of the DLC got cancelled. Thankfully, we are still getting one, and that's episode Arden, which is the one that all of the fans were the most excited for, like the most anticipated DLC out of the 4 or 5 that were announced. There is a trailer for episode Arden, and it looks really cool. Looks like it's going to be like the most different out of all the DLCs so far, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm disappointed that episode Luna got cancelled because Luna seemed like a pretty interesting character before the game came out, and she was pretty much nowhere to be seen in the game for most of it. She's only in a couple cutscenes, which really sucked, and now we'll never know anything more about that character, which is just terrible. So apparently Hajime Tabata left Square Enix on good terms, thankfully. You know, I waited a little bit to do this episode because I wanted to make sure all of the details were out. And it turns out that Tabata is leaving Square Enix to pursue his own video game project, maybe make his own company. He's leaving Luminous Studios behind, which was supposed to be his in-house Square Enix company, or a production studio, where they would focus on upcoming games using the Luminous engine, which kind of seems like a bad idea because all you ever hear about the Luminous engine is how difficult it is to work with. So I don't know what Luminous Studios is up to right now. It's going to be interesting to see. I really hope it's Agni's Philosophy or another game using that idea. I made that whole video a little while ago talking about the future of FF16 and what I'd like to see, and I'd still really like to see that. I think that concept trailer looked really cool. I wish Tabata-san a lot of luck in his future endeavors. I think he did an amazing job with FF15. That game was dead in the water, and he just brought it back to life the best way he could, and, you know, hats off. Hats off to the guy. He did a good job. Square Enix is such a weird company because they're known for Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. FF15 sells like hotcakes, and no one really liked it. Like a lot of people were very like knee-jerk reaction about it, and you know, everyone's like, oh, I just want a traditional turn-based JRPG again. And then Dragon Quest, the newest Dragon Quest comes out, and no one buys it, but a lot of people love it. Like the people that bought it really loved it, and I think it looks really cool. I definitely want to check it out in the future. So it's really strange because Square is like trying to appeal to the West with FF15, and then they're like, oh, let's try a more traditional thing, and then that doesn't do well. So it's like, what are they going to do next for FF16? I'm really curious about it, and all of this stuff like blowing up in their face is really interesting to me because it's like, oh, what are they gonna do next? Like, what the heck are they? What can they possibly do next? So the future of Square Enix looks semi-dark. I am still playing Soul Calibur 6. I really love it. I really love this game. I've been playing online a lot with my girl Tira. Shoutouts to the best Soul Calibur waifu. I love how she's a character that has a split personality, and both personalities are evil. You never see that in media. She's just really funny. I've been having a lot of luck online with Tira. I face a lot of Nightmares and Siegfrieds, and they usually wreck me because they have the reach and the power. But pretty much every other character I do good against. I've been playing Tira since 3, so it's fun to play her all throughout throughout all of these games and see how her moveset evolved, devolved, and is now the best it's ever been. She's super fast, she's so powerful, and I'm really happy that she's even in the game. I remember in the in the last episode I was kind of like, oh man, that's really stupid, like why is she DLC? I'm just glad she's in the game because there is no reason for her to be in this game because it's a prequel to Soul Calibur, like as a whole, or like a reboot, whatever you want to call it. Tiara came in at 3. Like, why is she in the first game? Like, or why is she in like Soul Calibur 0 technically? So I'm just happy she's in the game overall. Aside from Soul Calibur 6, I'm also playing Let's Go Pikachu. I'm having so much fun playing this game. The graphics look so awesome. The game really does sort of feel like a tech demo for an upcoming Pokemon game, if you guys know what I mean. Like, it kind of feels like they're testing out the engine a little bit, like this new Pokemon console engine. By the way, it's so crazy, like we now have a fully playable Pokemon game on a Nintendo console that looks amazing, sounds amazing, and plays really well. And we're getting a live-action Pokemon movie? What the hell is going on? Like, what timeline do I live in? This is all stuff that's like, we've got Devil May Cry 5, we've got Soul Calibur 6, we've got Resident Evil 2 Remake, we've got a live-action Pokemon movie, what's going on? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. There's so many cool things that have come out and that are coming out. We live in the best time right now. It's great. I'm so happy. So yeah, back to Let's Go Pikachu. I'm really liking the game so far. We're all used to traditional Pokemon games where you mostly battle wild Pokemon and then catch them. But this one is just, you see a wild Pokemon and then you catch it. And you know, they'll break out of the ball and everything, but you don't have to weaken them. It's actually like a more like pacifistic version. Like you give them food and then that like sort of like makes catching them easier. I really like it. Like I got the Pokeball Plus accessory, so it's like I'm pretending to throw a Pokeball. It just makes me, the whole game was like a true nostalgia trip, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving every second of it. As soon as I saw Jessie and James, they just blew my mind. Like the first time you see them, like their backs are turned to you and it's just like, oh my god, there they are. Yeah, and like all of the trainers look great. All of the environments look so good. You go into a shop and all of the items that you use in the game are like on the shelves and everything. It's so good. It's like a dream Pokemon game, but it's not like a true Pokemon game yet. And it's also like a remake of Yellow. Like, it's very Pokemon Yellow. I really like that. The Resident Evil 3 video is almost done, guys. I'm very excited. I finished the script completely a couple days ago. I've recorded most of the audio for it. I have all of the footage I need, and I'm just envisioning the video in my mind right now as I go along, recording all of the voiceover for it. That video will be done soon. There will be a Patreon preview even sooner. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. It's a special game. Like Resident Evil 1 and 2 are very special to me, but this one is, you guys will see in the video. I sort of nerd out about certain things in this game, and if you've played the game, maybe you know some of the things, maybe some stuff towards the end of the game, maybe a few characters that I nerd out over. So yeah, that's coming down the pipeline soon. I'm also thinking about maybe making a video about Pokemon Go, or Let's Go, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, because it's just so much fun, and I kind of want to make a video where I go out into the park and dress like a Pokemon trainer and pretend to catch Pokemon. I think that would be really fun to do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. There are so many games that have come out recently that I want to make videos on, and I just have to pick and choose carefully. Gotta get my priorities straightened before I jump into a project. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was sort of an explosion of fandom, all kinds of different fandoms and excitement, which is how all of these episodes should be. Thank you for your support once again, and I hope you guys are looking forward to Resident Evil 3 that will be dropping very soon. And like I said, you'll be getting that preview even sooner. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye!